Hey guys, I am back. Finally, I am doing some stuff on the S3. So I've been really busy for a while because I've had loads of uni assignments to do, and like if you live in the UK, first of all, you know the weather that we've been having is absolutely shit. Now, I might not film putting the wiring stuff in purely because it's really hard to film inside the car and the weather is still shit, and I'm on a time crunch now. So over the weekend, I'm gonna get all of that stuff put into the S3 and then we will be taking it for its map. Yeah, so if you guys live in the UK, you know the weather that we've been having is absolutely shit. So like, I haven't been able to do anything, but I have got my map booked in finally, and that's gonna mark pretty much the end of the series for the S3 project. But I booked it a few weeks ago now, and I've been thinking, yeah, I've got time, and then the snow came, and then the rain just hasn't stopped, and now I've pretty much got a week left before I actually go and get it mapped. And I have all of this stuff to go in. So my alternator failed, my EGTs failed, this is all service stuff, brake pads, track rod end. I've still got my fuel pump to fit, my 550 injectors, and then I've got this box full of wiring goodies as well. Now with the wiring goodies, I just want to put them in. So there's cruise control, there's my steering wheel module stuff, there's 3 touch indicators as well. It's just like having power is all good, but it depends more on what you want to use the car for. Now I want the car to be a heavy GT cruiser, like that kind of like a motorway monster, sits on the motorway, drives along, and like fast as shit first of all, and then, you know, I can put it on cruise, I can do my steering wheel with the buttons, so that stuff's all coming up as well. It's just having those little features, they really make a big difference to having the car. It really modernizes it, so I'm really excited to get all of that fitted. Now I might not film putting the wiring stuff in. Alright guys, so what I'm about to do is, so I'm not actually working on the car today, but I do want to start on it tomorrow evening. So tomorrow's Friday evening. But what I'm gonna do is, it feels a bit sacrilegious like putting that alternator in, so it is used, and my boys at VAG Central UK always hook it up with the used parts. They always come through with me same day. If I need something, just gets me it straight away. But I'm gonna paint it, and in order to paint it, I'm gonna give it a rough up with a wire wheel, and then I'm just gonna hit it with a can. It doesn't need to be anything special. I've actually got 2 spare broken ones, and I think I'm gonna rebuild them at some point. So this one's just temporary, it needs to get in the car so I can get to the mapper and not worry about my battery dying all the way through. Oh, one little shout out I'm gonna do. Well, I've also got a few extra mods for the S3 that I planned for the future, so that's summertime. And if you can guess what they are, put them in the comments below. So this is the Audi's new set of wheels. I'm keeping them covered, but again, if you figure that out, just throw it in the comments below. So quick update, I've literally just wire brushed the whole thing down, and like you can see what it looks like now. Actually, is that better? Camera was dirty, but you can see what it looks like now. It's getting there. I just gave it a quick wire brush, hit it with a bit of masking tape. Like, guys, I'm not fussed about making this amazing and doing it properly. Like I said, this is just a temporary alternator. I just want it silver to match my engine bay. So I've got a bit of paint left over, so I'm gonna hit it with the can now. So guys, like I don't know how much you can see me, but it's so dark in here. But I've made a makeshift garage because I need to work on this car. Literally this is the only weekend I have, so I have to get the car done this weekend. Now the weather's crap, it's just pissing down with rain, so I'll put up the gazebo, I'll put up one main side. I've brought, when I'm not another thing I've done is I've literally rolled the toolbox out here, so I've got basically like a mini little garage going on. So yeah, I'm gonna strip this apart. I'm gonna get that alternator out because the alternator's dying and it's letting me down. And there's also an EGT which is buried at the back of the engine by the turbo, so that's gonna come off. I'm gonna swap them. I'm gonna do a full service on everything so it's ready for mapping, and then I need to get working on parts on the inside. I don't know how much you can see me. I don't know how this quality is gonna come out. It feels like a Blair Witch Project kind of thing, but I'm working on the car. So just to give you guys an update on what's going on, I messed up. Well, I don't know if I got footage of it, but this is the old alternator. You can see there's a connector on it, but the new one I accidentally dropped. I broke the connector off, so now I've only got the spades. So as a quick fix, I'm gonna cut the wires, extend them, and just put spades on it, and then get the alternator back in, because yeah. Okay, so a little update about what's going on. We've got the new alternator fitted, but car's really kicking my ass and like I'm running out of daylight. So I've got to do some service bits. Just oil, spark plugs, oil filter. So I'm thinking drop the oil quickly, do the oil filter, and then drop the car back down because I need to change the EGT sensor, but that's right at the back of the turbo and I'm struggling to get to it basically. If I decide to get to it, I have to take off basically everything from the right hand side in order to get my hand behind the turbo and get the EGT sensor out. So I'm currently, because I'm going to run out of daylight soon, I think I'm going to do the service and then see if I've got time to do the EGT. If not, I'll try and do it tomorrow. Hey guys, so I've finally got an update. I stopped filming yesterday because, wow, my camera's batteries died. So we ended up working until like 7:30 in the night, pitch black, just taking the car apart. Turned out it was the second alternator that I put in. I dropped it and I damaged the regulator. So this morning I brought a brand new alternator. I've just fitted it and the charging problem is fixed, so I'm now getting 14.4 volts. But yesterday we just were chasing our tail. We literally did continuity tests on all the wires, took off all the earths, cleaned them all, tightened everything up, and just, it was so unnecessary. I just needed to get another alternator. So car is back together, it works, I'm getting full voltage. I have not done the EGT sensor because it's just a bitch to get to. So I'm thinking either to give it to the garage to do it this week or just attempting it myself. But I need to be inside to try this, so we'll see about that. But now I think while I've got time, I'm gonna change my fuel pump, but I'm also gonna do my cruise control wiring. So I couldn't do this the other day, I didn't film it, but my cruise control wiring, I need to take off the scuttle. So once I take the scuttle off, there's a loom right here, and that will go to the ECU, and I need to fit 4 wires in just to get the ECU to talk to my cruise control stalk. And then once that's in, I can code it in with VAGCOM and I should be able to have cruise control.